All right, moving on to a very special guest who is joining us on the show, and an interesting development which has happened in the hospital space. Manipal Group has entered to acquire 100% of Columbia Asia Hospitals, and this is a big transaction. And MD and CEO of Manipal Hospital, Mr. Dilip Jose, is joining us now to talk more about that. Good afternoon, Dilip. Thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations on the big transaction. Talk to us. How did you go about analyzing the need for it, and how strategic it is for you as an entity?
Thank you for having me. It is certainly very strategic for us in terms of giving us an enhanced presence in South, in Bangalore in particular. We would have a foray into East with a hospital in Calcutta, would get the presence in Pune, which is a market very similar to Bangalore, and also complements our current large hospital in Delhi. So in terms of a geographical fit, it's a great addition. And what we really liked about the asset is a strong cultural fit between the two organizations that would help the integration process much faster.
Dilip, all right, your camera seems to be acting up a little bit, but let's try to understand from you on the valuations of this transaction. How did you go about valuing the asset, and what metrics did you use, if you could share some highlight, and what was the overall value of this transaction?
It's about 2,100 crores, which includes debt. We feel it's an attractive price at the current circumstances, and aggregated with the Manipal system, there are a lot of synergies like I explained earlier, and overall it's a very accretive transaction for both the companies.
Right. Dilip, we understand that this entity will be treating over 4 million patients annually now altogether.
Yes.
How do you see the potential of the combined entity now over the next 3 to 5 year period, and also do you see more consolidation happen in the industry? Are you also witnessing more interesting, attractive assets around? Because what we have been observing in the hospital space is that for a very long time, it's a bit of a asset heavy business, and the valuations have not been, they've been languishing for a very long time, long payback periods. Even bigger groups have taken very long to turn around their assets. It's been a bit of a tricky business to operate. Now, what are your thoughts?
In terms of the ability to turn around the businesses, it is Columbia Asia is a well-run hospital business. Assets are matured, running at high occupancy rates, and so therefore it is really not a case of turnaround. It's about it is adding value to the Manipal network and also enhancing the geographical footprint. Secondly, to your question about the current situation, in the COVID times, you're finding a lot of standalone hospitals or regional chains getting stressed, given the cash flow issues and the fact that non-COVID footfalls have completely dropped. So there would be opportunities for larger hospital groups like Manipal to integrate with smaller standalone hospitals or smaller chains, which would look at collaborations of this kind to get them out of the current rut they are in.
Interesting. You become the second largest hospital group in India, and with this acquisition, you get a good spread in cities like Pune, Bangalore, Kolkata, and South.
That's
Talk
right.
to us. Are you also looking at more interesting assets? Which are the regions? What are the sizes you are looking at? This one itself is 2,100 crore, is a big deal. Once this integrates nicely, how much time will it take for synergies to kick in? And would your lookout continue?
Yeah, so we would continue to be interested in the eastern region for sure, because this transaction gives us a foothold into the Calcutta market. But then Calcutta is a regional market that drains a lot of patients from Northeast. So one hospital in that city would not be enough. So we would look at eastern region to enhance our geographical presence. Perhaps Calcutta, Bhubaneswar is another city of interest. So that would be the next opportunity that we would look at. Western region, while this transaction would give us a presence in Pune, Mumbai could be another opportunity for us to look at. We would be scouting for options in that city as well.
Right. That's very interesting to know, Dilip. What about your capital? How financially, what's the situation? How comfortable are you? Are you looking at possible fundraisers going ahead? Are you perhaps thinking about a debut on the Lal Street? Any plans of that sort?
In terms of fundraising, we are comfortable. We have tied up the funds required to complete this transaction, so there are no concerns around that. A debut in the IPO market is always an option to keep in mind. We don't have a timeline for that fixed, but that is always an interesting possibility that we would be alert to.
All right, that's interesting. We would definitely be very keen to know more about that, Dilip, perhaps at a later time. Congratulations once again for this transaction, and look forward to seeing more of you on the channel going forward. Good luck for this one. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for having me.
So that was a very interesting conversation with Dilip Jose, MD and CEO of Manipal Hospital. Three big takeaways. One, it's a 2,100 crore deal, not the 1,600 crore deal which some parts of the market were talking about. It's a big deal. They are looking for more buyouts, standalone buyouts. And the last one is that D Street debut is on their mind. It may not be immediate in nature, but definitely going ahead. So they don't rule out that possibility.